Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Tantalus Systems channel, empowering the electrified future with smart grid solutions. Joining us, we have the Chief Executive Officer, as always, Peter Londo. Welcome back, sir.
Good morning, Kyle. How are you?
Living the dream as always, especially seeing your earnings drop here. So we've got lots of news to dive down into. I want to get some clerical insights from you on. First and foremost, your revenue increased 16% to 9.3 million, of which software applications growing 28%. Your gross profit increased 48%. Do you want to offer some insight in here into exactly what's going on with your earnings?
Yeah, we're excited about the quarter, especially given how fluid the business environment's been at the start of the year. At the top line number, I just remind everyone we report in US dollars. So we generated $9.3 million US dollars in revenue for the first quarter of this year through March 31st. That represents 16% growth year over year from $8 million of revenue a year ago in Q1. A couple of things really driving that growth of 16% year over year. First and foremost, we've talked a good bit about the investments that we're making to drive additional revenue from our enterprise software capabilities. And so we witnessed strong growth year over year in our software revenue segment. That revenue segment grew 28% year over year. And as a result, that has a direct correlation to increasing our gross profit margin year over year to 48%. As a management team, we are focused on trying to turn the data that our devices in the field are capturing every single day of every single year and building both software and data analytics capabilities to monetize the value of that data for our shareholders and simultaneously solve real problems for utilities. So what we're witnessing in Q1 is the fruits of our labor on accessing data from devices and ultimately driving software and analytics capabilities based on that data. And so that's what we're seeing, the uplift in our gross profit margin, despite significant inflationary pressures on components and on logistics and on overall costs. So really pleased with both numbers.
Yeah, this is incredibly robust, operating kind of in the utility space here during a period of extreme market volatility. Do you want to just discuss a little bit about guidance and kind of what you see moving forward in this market?
Yeah, so Kyle, one great attribute of Tantalus, which I'm not sure people appreciate, right, is utilities typically are a safe haven in really volatile times. They are, really bulletproof customers for us. They continue to access low-cost capital, and they have access now to hundreds of billions of dollars of funding from the United States government to make investments in the solutions that we offer. And so for us, as a technology company focused on a very stable set of customers, utilities, right, I think we have some safe haven notion and sort of perspective as an investment opportunity for investors. Within that, we still see potential disruption from supply chain. Our vendors that we manage are stabilizing, but we still interact with meter manufacturers, and their lead times are extended. But based on where we sit today, combination of what we've already delivered in Q1, the backlog that is scheduled for the balance of this year, the contributions from our recurring revenue that will bleed through the balance of this year, we remain in very good position to reaffirm the guidance we provided at the outset of this year, whereby we expect our revenue to grow 20 to 25% year over year in 2022. So, we're really excited despite what otherwise is a very fluid business environment.
That's incredible, and I appreciate clarifying that. And just kind of zooming into some more recent news as well. And speaking on behalf of those utilities, I mean, in the first quarter, you guys secured 5 new utilities, and on top of that, you recently announced with Candiyohi Power Cooperative that validates integration of Tantalus Tunit technology with Neptune's R900 system data. Now, just to kind of framework that in a way that's a little more understandable, this is a water utility. Can you kind of explain what's going on with your technology in this specific utility?
Yeah, so two things. We did add 5 new utilities to our user community. Through the acquisition of Congruitive, which we announced in January, we picked up another approximate 40 utilities, some of which are the largest investor-owned utilities in the United States. So on a collective basis, our user community is now in excess of 250 utilities. That's effectively a 5-fold increase in the number of utilities we support over the last 7 to 8 years. So we continue to make really good progress in our market. As it relates to Candy-Ojai, tough one to pronounce there, Kyle, but Candy-Ojai is one of the utilities that we support. They have, in addition to electricity, they're responsible for delivering water as well. So it's a multi-commodity utility, electricity and water. And so what we've been able to do with our technology, our TUNet application and solution, is allow the utility to not only automate the electric distribution grid, but also through the integration of Neptune water meters. Neptune is one of the largest water meter manufacturer and water management companies in the US. We've been able to integrate their meters onto our network. And so what that allows utilities to do is not only automate the distribution and delivery of electricity, but start to automate the delivery of water using the same technology that they are purchasing from us today. So what it allows us to do is expand our capabilities across multi-commodity utilities, utilities responsible for the delivery of electricity and water, in some circumstances, electricity, water, and gas. It's allowing us to ultimately expand what we do for those multi-commodity utilities, which increases the total addressable market opportunity and certainly increases the return on investment utilities are making in our technology. So excited to have Neptune as a new meter partner for Tantalus, and excited on what it means for the utilities we already support and are pursuing that are responsible for both electricity and water. Great opportunity for Tantalus to scale our business moving forward.
On that note, Peter, I'm going to pass the question off to the viewers here. We'd love to know what you guys think about all of this in that comment section below. Of course, consider subscribing, because as news continues to come down the wire, we'll update you here. But on that, stay cool, stay awesome. And as always, I look forward to catching you in the next one.